Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your friendly neighborhood jabberjockey, and we're here tonight following the 44 to 30 loss for the Dallas Cowboys to the Detroit Lions. Welcome to my show. Here we talk about sports, especially Texas sports, and just wanted to talk a little bit about the absolute dismantlement by the Dallas Cowboys tonight, courtesy of the Detroit Lions. Just when you think things were starting to turn around, things started to look good for the playoffs. Well, of course, they go out and lay an egg. A lot of blame to go around, a lot of blame. But let's kind of dive into it a little bit. Let's start with that defense. 44 points. Just can't have it. Can't allow Jared Goff just to sit in the backfield and just dink and dunk you to death. Didn't give a whole lot of opportunity for a pass rush to get there. Jahmyr Gibbs was just having his way with everybody. Kenneth Murray, still don't know how the man gets paid to play football, but hey, more power to him. But you gotta find a way to get Overshown, get Logan Wilson out there. Overshown may still be trying to catch up with that knee injury from last year, but he looks fast. He looks ready. Let's just see how he continues to rebound, but I think he could potentially be the answer, but that remains to be seen. Siobhan Ravel got picked on a little bit today. Just a rookie. Don't want to lose too much sleep over it, but was not a great day for him. But I also want to talk about that offense a little bit. Just third game in a row, extremely slow start. Just can't continue to have it. There's just, when you know your defense is shaky, you can't continue to put them in a hole, can't continue to put them in a spot where they have to play lights out the rest of the game, and I know that's their job, but when you have one of the top offenses in the league, statistically at least, I think the timing of the scoring, the way of the scoring, and how they have to do so often in bunches, I think it would call into question a little bit just how effective that offense really is. But long story short, they can't continue to just go. They can't continue to start games with such a slow pace. CD was on fire tonight. It was a really big loss when he went out with that concussion. Glad to see that he's turned it on again these last couple of games. Felt like he might have been falling to the wayside a little bit to GP, which on that note, George Pickens, man, I think Richard Sherman said it perfectly at the end of the game. Just, if you want to be the guy, you got to put forth 100% effort all the time, and tonight he just did not seem in it. I don't know what that is. I'm not too familiar with his time with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but obviously they didn't value him enough to hold on to him. Shipped him over to the Dallas Cowboys, and he has been a superstar, but I think we got a glimpse tonight of what they talk about when they say he's not always fully invested, and it does make you wonder if he's worth the money. It does make you wonder if it's worth doing whatever it takes to keep him around. There was a lot of talk that he had kind of supplanted CD as the number one receiver on the team, and I myself wondered that as we watched the season unfold. But I think he proved tonight why CD continues to be that guy. CD, he has his faults, has the occasional drop that really makes you shake your head, makes you wonder, but you can't ever question the guy's effort, the guy's tenacity, just the guy's want. But hopefully this is just one of those games where GP will bounce back. We'll catch him next week, just ready to go, ready to get back in the game. And the Cowboys can still make a run. I think the statistic this evening was a 9% chance with a loss at making the playoffs, so not good at all. We'll just put it like that. But no reason to give up completely. They are still within striking distance of the Philadelphia Eagles to win the division, so they have to maintain this urgency, this level of desire and want to. They can't just mail it in for the rest of the season. There's still a lot of opportunity there, and if nothing else, you can build towards next year. you got to wonder, I wondered myself at the beginning of the season trading Micah Parsons if that was a good move or not. Didn't seem like it at first, but when you saw that figure, I don't know in what world you could have kept him, and then pay that kind of salary to your starting quarterback, a starting wide receiver, and a starting defensive end. It would have been nearly impossible. And when all is said and done, I think we've got a lot of really good pieces on the defensive side of the ball. Is Matt Eberflus the answer? That one remains to be seen. There's just moments where they just look terrible. A lot of zone coverage tonight. Guys running wide open. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, they had their way with anybody and everybody. And so it's just didn't adjust well tonight. It didn't look good. They continued to fight. That's always a good sign. But then, flipping it back to the offense did not do him any favors by allowing that tip interception that allowed them to go up 27-9 right at the beginning of the third quarter. It was an uphill battle from there, and it was a stretch to begin with, but they made it close. Just couldn't get a stop, and that's kind of the name of the game right now. You've got to get those stops when they matter, and they just couldn't do it tonight. So, anyway, we end this night with a 44-30 loss to the Detroit Lions. Playoff hopes look pretty slim. We'll just keep it real, right? And we'll keep pushing forward. Hopefully they can run the table. Hopefully some things will fall in their favor. But again, playoff hopes probably on life support right now. Going to have to count on a lot of dominoes falling their way. But they've made the season interesting. Did not look good to start the beginning of the season, but they've made it interesting. Playoffs are still possible, even though it maybe not likely. And we'll just continue to monitor how things go, what kind of decisions need to be made going into next offseason. And we just gotta keep hoping, gotta keep the faith, and you never know. Philadelphia does not look like a confident bunch right now, and you never know if that friction between quarterback and receiver might begin to affect their play, their playoff prospects, and their schedule towards the end of the season is not exactly a cakewalk. So there's still, even if it's ever so slightly, there's still a window open there for the Cowboys, and hopefully they can, get right back on the horse after this, and continue to play and maybe make something happen. But anyways, just wanted to leave you my thoughts for the night. Anyways, if you have some time, leave some comments in the comments section. Let me know what you think. Let me know what more we need to do to right the ship, and what needs to happen to get into the playoffs. Let me know what you think about some of these guys that are on contract years: Kenneth Murray, George Pickens, Javonte Williams. What do we do with those guys going into the off season? It's the NFL is not just it's not just football. It's also a business. And you have to make the right business decisions sometimes. But like I said, thanks for joining me tonight. Tough loss. They did not play well. It's really the only way you could say it. But still a lot of season left, so hopefully things will break our way. Anyways, this is your DJ Jabberjocky signing off.